Hi guys, and welcome to our WWE Fastlane. Yes, prediction video. Yes, the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania 37. I'm back once again with Laura, and making his debut on the channel, we have Liam, Laura's husband. Yeah, Laura's husband. So, woo! Welcome, dude. He's a big wrestling fan, just like myself, Laura, and Callum. And it's great to have you on board, dude.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Yeah. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. So, yes, are you guys looking forward to Fastlane? It usually is a filler show that just basically sets up the last few feuds and storylines heading into WrestleMania. You guys looking forward to it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
pretty badass poster with Drew with the sword in the road. Just looks pretty badass actually.
I could just imagine him in the middle of the A1.
Pay the toll to get to Glasgow. He's like he's stopping all the cars, and he's okay, right. First match, yes. Okay, so we have a tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Yes, we have Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler with Reginald defending their belts up against Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. So this is a rematch from Elimination Chamber. It was a pretty rubbish match, if I'm being all things considered. I don't know whose fault that was, but maybe they might have planned it. But yeah, and Sasha and Bianca are facing each other at WrestleMania for the SmackDown belt. But why are they teaming up together for the tag team belts? But whatever. You guys go ahead. Who have you got and why?
Oh no, it's your debut.
Oh, okay. I'm saying Bianca and Sasha to lose. In a way that causes some kind of rift, or someone can blame the other, and then we'll spend the next however many weeks to WrestleMania building up that rift and hype and thing between them in order to have a match at WrestleMania. I also think Shayna and Nia are like quite big in the women's division, and they haven't really got anything else going on, any other direction to be pushed in. So them having titles whilst you build up something else kind of keeps everybody at a good level.
Okay, great. Yeah,
I would agree. Yeah, completely. I think it's really difficult for Nia and Shayna to go anywhere apart from keep the titles for a good while longer, which is exactly the same thoughts. And it doesn't make sense for Sasha and Bianca Belair to take it at the moment. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but just not yet. Just not yet.
So you've both got Nia and Shayna to retain. Okay. Yeah, I completely agree. The whole reason this match is happening again, I think it's just a further feud animosity between Sasha and Bianca, basically, just to build their match for WrestleMania, which I'm looking forward to very much. I think it could be a really good match on one of the nights. Yeah, and I think there'll be a bit of a bust up at the end. One of them will cost each other the match accidentally, and I think Sasha will probably attack Bianca after the match, because we've seen her on SmackDown getting more and more heelish week after week. So it looks like they're teasing something. And yeah, it further builds their match for WrestleMania for the SmackDown belt. So
which is pretty guaranteed to be a great match, I think.
Oh, absolutely. That's absolutely. That's going to be a really good match. Yeah. Okay, so pretty straightforward. Okay, on to the next match. Yes, we have a singles match. Yes, we have Sheamus going up against my boy, Drew McIntyre. So yes, this is a match which has just got announced on Raw. You all know now Drew McIntyre will be facing Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania for the WWE title. It just got announced, which was a bit this should have been a number one contendership match. I mean, it's a WrestleMania title match, and Drew just got given it, and But anyway, if anything, this match should have been the number one contendership match. Whoever wins this faces Bobby, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, it should be a great match, because Drew and Sheamus have been having some very good matches on Raw. Of course, they've been butting heads ever since Elimination Chamber. Obviously, they know each other really well outside the ring. They're the best mates outside of kayfabe. But in this match, yeah, should be really good, but very straightforward. Drew McIntyre to absolutely get the win, because he needs to look strong heading into WrestleMania, where he will face Bobby Lashley. So yeah, absolutely. Drew McIntyre to get the win.
Oh, nearly.
Oh God! I nearly said Sheamus. Drew McIntyre to get the win. Absolutely, but it should be a really good match. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd completely agree. There is no way you can hype him up this much for him to be now beaten by Sheamus. Not just yet. As much as I think Sheamus has really shown himself he's really strong at the moment, and as you say, the matches that have been the last few weeks have been unreal, like really physical. But yeah, it's just, you can't take that away from Drew just yet. It's not. Absolutely. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly the same. Drew McIntyre. I think, over the last year, they just built him up. So to have him lose and knock down doesn't really make sense, especially since Bobby Lashley is the biggest guy, the strongest guy, he's captain of the head of the Hurt Locker, and there's no
Hurt Locker.
Was that the Hurt Locker? That's the film. Hurt Business. Sorry, that's the film. But he's like, there's any Drew loss kind of takes away his credibility as somebody who could actually feasibly beat Bobby Lashley. So I can't see him losing.
Well, he has beaten Bobby Lashley a Backlash last year, but there was interference with that with Lana and MVP and all that. But still, like, they had a good match last year at Backlash. I am really looking forward to their match at WrestleMania again. But yeah, absolutely, Drew to get the win because he needs to look strong. Maybe Bob. I think the Hurt Locker's his finisher, like the full Nelson, the submission.
Yeah.
It's called the Hurt Lock, I think, the Hurt Locker. But anyway, yeah, absolutely.
You know who you mean. Thanks. That's fine.
Maybe Bobby Lashley comes out at the end and attacks Drew, like holds the belt over him like that, something. So to build towards their match. So yeah. Okay, next match. Yes, we have is a intergender match.
Oh no.
Alexa Bliss going up against Randy Orton. Lots of things to say about this, but I'll let you guys start. Laura, since you're the big Randy fan, take it away.
Oh, I want Randy to win. I'm just gonna say it every time until he does. There's gonna be a Fiend comeback. There's gotta be, surely, 100%. But it doesn't make sense for Alexa to win unless there is some kind of spiritual power or something. But it ain't gonna be physical, is it?
No, I think Randy will hit an RKO. And he'll go for the pin, the lights go out, boom, the Fiend appears. I think it's very, very simple.
That'd be really cool, though. To lead on to something seriously good at WrestleMania would be really good.
Absolutely. Liam?
I'm stuck between two endings, but they both include Alexa winning somehow. I think either Alexa wins via a Fiend return, and he intervenes and knocks him out, and then Alexa pins him or something. Or Alexa wins on a technicality, and then Randy is going to go and take out his anger and his frustration on Alexa, but then the Fiend returns to protect her. But either way, a Fiend return and a Randy rivalry.
Yeah, I think exactly. I think this is where the Fiend will finally come back, or maybe a new version of Bray. Ooh. because on Bray Wyatt's Twitter after he got burnt at TLC, he posted a picture of a caterpillar. So maybe he's teasing that there's going to be the Fiend's going to evolve into a new, because when Randy burnt,
I liked that as well. That was great.
Like at TLC, because the Fiend is basically Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Randy's Darth Vader. You can't win, Darth. If you shut me down, I'll become more powerful than you'll possibly imagine. That's similar-ish. But yeah, it's been interesting watching Alexa play mind games with Randy, with the black goo and the Jack in the Box, and it's disgusting. And Randy's just like constantly vomiting and throwing up, and Alexa with the contact lenses going with like the Jack in the Box toy, which I think when she winds it up fully, boom, the Fiend comes back and hits the claw on Randy. But yeah, I think Randy will win. I think he'll RKO. The liar, the claw. But yeah, I think Randy will hit an RKO straight away. But before he goes for the pin, boom! Yeah, the Fiend comes back, and we get the Fiend and Randy at WrestleMania in a Firefly Funhouse match, hopefully, which I think will be great.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, should be really good. Looking forward to that, definitely. Okay, on to the next match. Yes, we have a singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Yes, we have Big E defending his belt up against my boy, yes, Apollo Crews. Yes, I'm actually rocking his NXT merch from 2015. This was actually one of the first wrestling t-shirts I ever bought. So little piece of history. But yeah, so of course Apollo Crews has now turned heel fully. I've been waiting so long for them to do something with him because he was so stale as a babyface, even though he's got great wrestling ability. He's got the physicality, but now he's finally got a character like this Nigerian prince or something. And that's what they're going with. I'm on board for now, but I want to see how it goes in the next few weeks. But yes, he's got a title match up against Big E because he's obviously been attacking Big E with steel steps and all that. And this is tough.
Come on.
It's because my head is telling me Big E's going to retain because Big E's just come back from injured from Apollo, but my heart is saying, go with Apollo. He's your boy.
Go with your heart. Go with your heart.
Oh, fine. I'm going to say Apollo Crews to win with a really cheeky heel win. I think he'll hit like a low blow, or maybe his like Nigerian soldiers come out and help him, because he's got like an entourage now. Maybe they come out and help him, distract Big E, and then Apollo hits a low blow. I think it'll be a dirty win because he's a heel now. He'll cheat, and Apollo Crews wins the Intercontinental Championship, which I'll be down for. But my head is saying I think Big E's going to retain because it's Big E, and I think Vince is very high on him. But no, Apollo Crews to win, please. Who have you guys got, Big E or Apollo?
I've got Apollo only because I think he's great. He deserves it as well. Although, yeah, I can see Big E retaining, but I think I'm more of a heart over head kind of person on this one, along with you, Adam. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Apollo. Team Apollo.
I agree that Apollo Crews
should win.
He should win. His new character is fantastic. He's huge, but he's still somehow ridiculously athletic and quick. And deserves to be pushed upwards, but I think Big E's going to win purely just because of how long he's been in and he's paid his dues and deserves it. It's his time. I think Apollo can still get it.
He can carry himself. He can keep going.
I'm saying Big E.
Yeah, I think Big E is a sensible choice. Me and Laura are just, I think, going on impulse with Apollo.
Wear your heart on your sleeves.
I think there could be a rematch, maybe at WrestleMania. Maybe Big E retains somehow, and there's maybe a 6-man ladder match at WrestleMania. We will see. But okay, fair enough. On to the final match on the card. This, I assume, will definitely be the main event. Yes, we have a singles match for the WWE Universal Championship. Yes, we have Roman Reigns defending the Universal Championship with Paul Heyman, going up against Daniel Bryan. Now, of course, this match has a very interesting stipulation. Of course, Edge or Jey Uso will be the special guest referee. They're having a match on SmackDown. I assume Edge will beat Jey Uso because it's Edge. He doesn't. Yeah. Pardon?
I just said, please, come on. There's only going to be one person for the job.
Yeah, well, it's got to be Edge. I mean, Edge is definitely going to win. So he'll be the special guest referee. That's very intriguing because what's he going to do during the match? Like, will he be frustrating Roman? Will he be frustrating Daniel Bryan? Because there's been a bit of beef between those three. Obviously, they had a big brawl after the contract signing last week. I think Daniel Bryan hit a running knee on Edge. So yeah, there's animosity between all three of them. It's not just Edge and Roman. Anyway, the match will be really good. Of course, this is a rematch from 6 years. From 6 years ago, they had a match at Fastlane in 2015. That was when Roman was first getting his big push, and when he went on to face Brock at WrestleMania 31. So that was a really good match back then, and I assume it will be now, 6 years on. But it should be a great match. But it's pretty straightforward. I think with shenanigans with Paul Heyman and Jey Uso, and maybe Edge somehow costs Daniel Bryan the match. I don't know. It's so interesting. It's so interesting with Edge as the referee. But yeah, Roman Reigns wins, but Daniel Bryan gets protected somehow because I think it's definitely going to be a triple threat at WrestleMania with Roman, Edge, and Bryan. So Bryan will be in the match at WrestleMania somehow. So yeah, that's my prediction. Roman wins, but it's a very cheeky, dirty win as always because he always needs Jey Uso because that's part of his character. He always needs Jey Uso to help him. You know, he's the head of the table, but he always needs help from Jey Uso.
Yeah, keep himself.
Maybe Jey is the real head of the table. Yeah, that's coming. Watch this space.
Do you think? But I do love Roman's character though. It's so good. Roman's character is just great as a heel. He's fantastic. But anyway, who have you guys got, Roman or Daniel Bryan?
I really want Daniel Bryan to win, but I know it's not going to happen. I think
not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, I think you could really build it up, but he is he deserves it. He is so good. But as you said, it's going to be a Jey Uso intervention yet again somewhere that is going to cause Roman to win. You know,
absolutely.
It's history repeating itself like it did with Kevin Owens. Poor Kevin deserved to win as well.
I love Kevin Owens.
And then he got handcuffed and stuck and
and the referee stopped counting.
That was such a bad botch. Oh man!
He gets a 5. Stop.
Yeah, well, when Roman faced Drew McIntyre at Survivor Series, Jey Uso helped him win. So that's constantly a running theme, isn't it? And I assume it'll be no different here when he faces Daniel Bryan.
It's going to take someone really big, someone like, whether it is The Rock or not eventually, but someone to beat Roman Reigns eventually.
You don't think it'll be Edge at WrestleMania?
Well, he's second. He can fall into that bracket. Yeah, he could.
Edge could. I think Edge is definitely the favourite for that match at WrestleMania, but without going into predictions, because we'll save that for
we'll wait for that.
But, yes. Anyway, Liam, who have you got?
I'm the same. I think whether it's Edge or Jey is the special referee or enforcer or whichever way, Daniel Bryan's going to get screwed over somehow. He's going to lose unfairly, and then between now and WrestleMania, he's going to justify getting into the triple threat by I only lost because whatever, I need to get revenge on whoever it was. So yeah. Daniel Bryan's going to lose, and then, like you say, triple threat at WrestleMania, it's got to be.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. And I think that will definitely steal the show, I think, at WrestleMania. A triple threat between those three. Probably on the second night, I assume it'll main event the second night, because it's Roman. Yeah. And Drew and Bobby Lashley will probably be night one, I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is Fastlane. Only 5 matches on the card, and it's this Sunday. But yes, of course there was another match, but it got taken off the card. Braun Strowman and Shane, but I assume that's being saved now till WrestleMania, because I was a bit confused why that match was on Fastlane. They should have, that's a WrestleMania match, I think, if like a Falls Count Anywhere stipulation is added or something like that.
Pointed that.
Well, we're just not going to get a chance to do a sweepstake of what will Shane McMahon throw an elbow drop of this time. Is it going to be the stanchion? Is it going to be the lorry? Would it have been the top of the roof?
It'll be a pirate ship, because
the
Raymond James Stadium is where WrestleMania is going to be. There's a big pirate ship by the entrance, and I think Shane McMahon will climb up the mast. Whee!
That'll be so good.
He's guaranteed to try and break himself somehow, isn't he?
Yeah.
Trademark Shane McMahon.
Absolutely.
But we all know we would have had Braun. We would have backed Braun 100%.
Yeah, I'd have backed Braun.
Well, I think he'll win at the match. If they're going to have a match at WrestleMania, Braun will definitely win. Definitely. And maybe we get Cesaro and Seth Rollins, because they've been having a bit of a feud on SmackDown.
Hopefully.
If that match happens, could steal the show.
Seth Rollins on his way back, and Cesaro's getting a huge push, isn't he? So
absolutely, yeah.
Great wrestlers.
That'll be a very good match.
If that happens, yeah. I think they should save that for WrestleMania, personally. I think that's a WrestleMania match. I don't think they should waste that at Fastlane, but maybe it's part 1 and part 2 at WrestleMania. We will see. We will see.
Fastlane.
Hopefully they invest in the story between them.
Oh yeah, it's going to carry on.
Yeah, and that's everything. The Raw Women's Championship isn't being defended. Poor Asuka, she's just so irrelevant right now. I feel so bad for her.
She did have a good run, like last year into this year. So.
But she's had like no defenses whatsoever. They just don't care about it. It's obvious. I just feel so. No, she's been booked so badly. I feel so bad for her. But, the SmackDown Tag Team belts, where are they? They've been missing in action for like 3 months. What else is there? The US title? Who's got Riddle and Ali? They had a match on Raw, but there might be another rematch, because Ali was like, I want a rematch, but yeah, I don't really care about that.
send Retribution right now.
Yeah, Retribution, man. Oh, awful, awful.
Man,
Where's Keith Lee? I miss Keith Lee.
bring back.
Where's my big boy? That sounded a bit weird.
You miss Finn Balor.
I like Finn Balor.
That's just
Finn Balor.
Yeah.
He's on NXT. He's absolutely killing it.
He's fantastic.
He's killing it on NXT.
He is absolutely nailing it.
Did you watch his match with Adam Cole? Oh,
Yeah,
God damn.
Matches on.
I do like Finn Balor.
Right, Finn Balor's incredible. Like, absolutely. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so is that everything?
I think that's everything.
Yeah. All right. Right. Well, thanks a lot, guys. That was really good.
Hi guys, yeah, sorry for the abrupt ending. We forgot to do an outro, but yes, thank you to Liam and Laura for joining me. It was great to see Liam's debut on the channel. We hope you all enjoy Fastlane. My next video will probably be my Fastlane review on the 22nd. Then I will be back with my WrestleMania prediction video with Laura, hopefully Liam, we'll see. Callum, big prediction video, probably on the 3rd of April. Yeah, 3rd of April. So yeah, guys, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all very soon.